The mountains, they still ain't poking their heads out of the clouds. Well, I can still see snow up there though. I'm wondering just how much there is. I might even run up the mountain today just to see what's above the house. From here, yeah, I really can't see any. The clouds are pretty low. But that was a heck of a storm. I don't know if you saw Hillbilly's video, but man, he showed some stuff that cars up to their windows and driving through the water and ice floating down the street. And man, I'm glad we didn't get quite that much. We needed the rain badly. I'm glad to have what we got, and the snow too. But it's gonna be interesting come 4th of July. At the fairgrounds here on the 3rd of July is the Western Play Days, which is games on horseback, and in the rodeo arena that is underwater and pure mud. And then on the actual 4th of July this year is the demo derby. And not only would those cars tear up the arena really badly, there's only so much sand, and underneath it's clay. You don't want that mixed together because it ruins the footing in the arena. And with that much mud and water, it wouldn't be a good show anyway. They can't get any traction and get a run at the other car, you know. So it's, I don't know. I can't imagine or remember them ever canceling that. But they might have to this year. It's been awful wet, and at least this last couple of days has been awful dry until then. This was a dandy of a storm. Regular frog drowner. So tomorrow is July 1st. The clouds finally lifted enough that you can see this. Pretty amazing, really. I got to looking on the computer there, and the halfway point for the year is July 2nd. So halfway through the year and it's still snowing. Won't be very much longer. It'll be fall and we'll be getting even more snow. So it stopped raining. The weather is pretty nice right now. It's almost a little on the hot side. I'm hoping things will dry out a little bit. Tomorrow, I've got this tractor mounted weed chopper. I'll put that onto the little tractor and go around and chop weeds if it isn't pouring rain. Maybe even if it is. I gotta get some of this done. We're running out of time. But today I ended up changing the oil in the little Honda pump that is running now that fills this. This has two end caps that were chained on in a different spot. I cut them off because we didn't really need them and put them where these spray nozzles go. So far, no leaks. Now to put them back, all I gotta do is flip these levers, pull the cap off, put the spray nozzle back on, and flip those levers. So that'll be good for this end. That other spray bar, the side spray, this thing, a little more difficult to shut off. So I went and bought a couple of wing nuts so I can take this clamp off real quick and easy. And I bought this thing. Might not have wanted to take that off. Anyway, that was sealed. So I think it will be again. Need two hand get on though. So there we go. Now, as soon as this is full, I'll turn it off and let it sit overnight and see if it leaks. I don't think it will. It should. That should speed up a lot. The only trouble is in the morning when I go to use it, I'll have to put those nozzles back and fix that side spray deal so it squirts again. But this has air brakes, so it has to pump up to 60 pounds of pressure, or maybe it's a little more than that, 70 pounds, before I can move it anyway. So if I start the truck and let the air brakes pump up, I can do those nozzles while I'm waiting. So this should speed up stuff a lot. Sometimes I have troubles in the morning, either being running a little bit late or that pump won't start or something goes wrong. At least this way the truck will have water on it and be ready to go. I'm almost there. Hopefully this works. Like I say, that has been kind of a problem since we've owned this truck. The old one, I was able to put water, put water on it and just leave it on there all the time. And I haven't been able to do it with this one, and it's caused me some problems. So hopefully I've finally figured out how to solve that problem. It doesn't seem to be leaking just yet. So this one, it's got a very slight drip, but that might be because I didn't get that cap back on there very good with the water coming out. It wasn't dripping until I took that off. These ones back here, no leak at all. That looks good. Perfect. I think this is going to work. Like I say, putting the nozzles back on and everything, it's a little bit of a hassle. It'd be nice if I had a shut-off valve, a ball valve type of thing. But to put one of those on there would add another 6 inches, and then it would stick out too far, and I don't know, probably break off. Besides, this isn't threaded on very far. I couldn't get it to go on all the way. And then coming out of the tank, it's just welded right to the tank. There's no way to put a valve in there. Well, it ought to work, by golly. With all this rain and puddles everywhere, I'm not going to need that water truck for a little while yet anyway, until everything dries. But it was a good time to be experimenting. Those brass nuts, they were kind of expensive. They were $6.30 a piece, and then that rubber plug was $11, so that's not too terrible. 20, what would it be, like 25 bucks roughly. And if that solves the problem, that's going to be well worth 25 bucks. If not, well, I wasted their money. I don't think so though. I think it's going to work.